As we welcome you into the space today, we welcome everyone who has gathered here in the space. We welcome those who are online and invite us into a space of meditation where we can clear our thoughts, release all of those things which no longer serve us, and set ourselves up for this service today, this service of celebration and nurturing. Take a deep, profound inhale. Sit a little taller in your seats. Exhale, and as you release, go ahead and close your eyes. And just begin the divine cycle of breathing, consciously inhaling, holding that inhale gently at the top, and then consciously releasing it into the atmosphere. Adding to this divine centering process the understanding that at any point that we feel stressed, at any point that we feel overwhelmed, at any point we feel anxious, we can simply slow it down, concentrate and focus. As we are now one in the breath, we invite all heads to bow, all hearts to open, as we speak directly to spirit in this space today. All wise, all knowing, and all loving God, we thank you for this opportunity to gather today in an Infinity Fellowship. We thank you for the opportunity to spring forward. We have sprung forward. We're grateful for the technology that makes it so that we don't have to get up in the middle of the night and reset our clocks, but that those electronic clocks have been set for us. In much the same way, our divine purpose has been set for us. All we have to do is to tap in, to relax, and to release and let go. And in this space today, we are grateful that we have so many people gathered together from all over the world, connecting in a space of love. We speak blessings over our musicians today, to our voices and our musicians, so that they can uplift the energy of life that sends a beautiful vibration into the world. We speak a blessing over our technology today that will continue to open up this infinite life stream in a powerful way. To the staff and the volunteers and to those who come into the physical space of the Infinity Center, we speak a divine blessing over them. May something be said or shared that will remind them that they are protected and covered by you. And to those who are joining us wherever they are in the world on the infinite life stream, we give thanks for the ability to build community beyond the physical parameters that we are limited by seeing with our eyes. We give thanks in this moment today. We give thanks for healing, for wholeness, and for gratitude. For these and other things that cannot be put into words, we simply breathe in together, embrace the gratitude as we release, and proclaim, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. And so it is. Now time for our pouring of libations as we pour this water today that represents those of us who we perceive to be living. We recognize and remember those who have gone before, represented by the earth that we pour into. Understanding that we stand on the shoulders of all the human beings who came before us. And as we pause to open the way for them, we recognize that absence in this physical body simply means presence in the magnificent and limitless cosmos that surrounds us. So I invite you in this space to think about those who have transitioned to the space of life after life, the elders, the aunties, the friends, the people who have transitioned sometimes in our minds a little too soon. But we want you to think about them. We want you to call their names aloud as they are saying when they enter our consciousness space, remember me. And so it is. Let us go to the altar. As we pour today in remembrance, we say, cool water, freshen our spirits, Ashe. Freshen and consecrate this house and center of spiritual love vibration. Ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors all together. Ashe. We give praise in this moment to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation. Ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity. Ashe. We pour today to the energies of the North, recognizing that in this moment you get to be a yes for today, not for tomorrow, not for yesterday, but for right now, facing straight ahead. Ashe. To the energies of the South and recognizing who we are and where we come from, that recognition gives us the ability to love ourselves and to also love others. Ashe. To the energies of the rising sun in the East, recognizing that today was an opportunity for us to do it all again. And that sun is rising. Even though the clouds may be around there, the sun is still beaming through. Ashe. To the energies of the West where the sun goes down and the lunar cycle begins, recognizing that there is always light in the darkness. Ashe. To the ground below us, recognizing that when you're rooted in spirit, you're rooted in culture, you're rooted in knowledge and wisdom, that you can withstand any storm that comes against you. Ashe. To the energy of the sky above us, that blank landscape where we get to let our minds wonder as they wander. We have an opportunity to tap into our dreams and to pull them into manifest reality. Ashe. And to the seventh direction, according to the Lakota people's tradition, it is the space where all of those roads and those paths and directions come together. The space of the human heart. Ashe. And we ask that you join us at this intersection today by placing your hands over your heart. So whether you're at home or whether you're in the space, if you're able, place your hands over your heart. And I want you to think about those ancestors, those angelic forces and beings, those people who have transitioned in the space. And as we pour these next few pours of water, please call their names aloud or type them in the box if you're at home. Let us call their names at this time. Haywood Carr, Queen Mother Catherine Carr, Thomas Hayes, Gussie Hayes, Delamay Carr, Haskell Lee Carr, Vanita Davis, Rogers Holman, Queen Mother Bernice Presson, Queen Mother Dorothy Smith, Queen Mother Melba Sewell, Queen Mother Zulia Erskine, all those who have gone before, Horace Mary Frazier, Eloise Frazier, all the names that are being heard in the space today, all the names that are being spoken online. And for the children in the womb, world, and yet unborn, we pour and say together, Ashe, 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 oh, it is done, and so it is. As people are coming into the space right now today, my brother, yes, man, come on. You might as well, because since you're here, we have to bring you up. You don't drive 5 hours for nothing. We're gonna put you to work. Today's meditation comes to us from the late great Dr. Benjamin Elijah Mays, one of my favorite quotations from him, a beautiful poem that encapsulates the power of now. Dr. Mays said, I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it, but it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it. Give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. Deep breath in and exhale. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. It's time for our statement of infinitude. And since our brother Tyrell has come all the way from Macon and had a great time with us, hope you don't mind if I ask you to come on up, brother, and share with us in a powerful way. Ashe. Good to see you.
Ashe. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, Infinity family. I feel a little lightweight right now because I don't got the rest of my crew, but they're with me in spirit, and yeah, this hits a little different without my sidekick, you know. So yeah, I'm sure she's on the stream. Wife, good to see you. Love you. Thank you. Yes, yes. Yes. Okay, good. All right, so let's get this statement of infinitude started. As I welcome you into the Infinity Fellowship, I remind you of the 4 core principles of our gathering. We call it SNAP. All right. The S is for spirituality that transcends religion and connects you to the God of your own understanding. The N is the nurturing of ourselves and others, mind, body, and spirit. The A is for action because we take action on our calling and walk in our divine purpose every day. Finally, the P is for the proof that our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and manifesting maintaining of healthy and prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. We are grateful you are all here as a unique manifestations of our Creator, the loving and living spirit of our commonality, the divine source of all creation, perceived by many names, yet known by only one energy. This is the foundational practice of true inner spirituality, where all are affirmed in love energy. I invite you all at home and in the space to stand with me and join in our statement of infinitude. We agree that we are beings of pure eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in a temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it, because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, spiritual discovery, spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so, according to the many ancient terms of affirmation. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe.
Thank you, brother. Great. All right. We love it. We love it. We love it. All right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Today is the day that the God of your acceptance and understanding is made. We get to rejoice. We get to be glad in it. We get to just be excited about being here. We get to say good morning to you in this moment.
Yes.
So as we say good morning to you, we're going to tell you what we're going to do after we sing, and it's on the slide. So as a good morning comes up, you're going to say, my name is, and I am grateful for. So one thing that you're grateful for, you can find that, give it to 2 or 3 people as we begin by singing good morning to you. Let us hear you rock it out. There it is. Those are the voices of infinity, y'all. Come on. Let's go.
A good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. and we say, da 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 da. Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Go ahead and
good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Good morning and give it one thing that you're grateful for.
Good morning online. We're so happy that you all are here with us. You know, we can't wait for a good Sunday this morning. So, like Rev said, type in something that you're grateful for. What are you grateful for today? We are so grateful to be here together as family. Yes! Let's have a great morning together. Good morning to you. And we say, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hey, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hey, good morning to you. 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 Yeah. Well, good morning. Y'all ready? It's a hype up app. All right, we got some music for you. So you know how we do. If you feel like clapping, you feel like dancing, we got a lot going for you, okay? Looking back on when I was a little nappy-headed girl. Ooh, I said, then my only worry was for Christmas, what would be my toy? Even though we sometimes will not get a thing, we were happy with the joy the day would bring. Sneaking out the back door to hang out with them fooling friends of mine. Ooh, said greeted at the back door because I thought I told you not to go outside. Hey, yeah. I said, try my best to bring the water to your eyes, thinking it might stop her from whooping your behind. I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days ever have to go? I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days ever have to go? I love them so. Brother says he's telling about you playing doctor with that boy. Hey, just don't tell, I'll give you anything you want in this whole wide world. Ooh, say mama gives you money for Sunday school. You trade yours for candy after church was through. Smoking cigarettes and writing something nasty on the wall. Nasty, girl. Teacher sent you to the principal's office down the hall. Hey, you grow up and learn that kind of thing ain't right. But while you were doing it, it sure fell out of sight. I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days ever have to go? I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days ever have to go? 'Cause I love them so. Again, huh? Do 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 do. Bring it down. Hey, hey. Y'all gotta play. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah. I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days ever have to go? I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days ever have to go? I love them so. Woo! We ain't done yet. No, we ain't done. It's time. I think we need a little bit of something. It's all right, huh? Everybody clap your hands like this. Hey. It's all right, huh? Yes, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right to have a good time, and it's all right. Whoa, it's all right. We're gonna move it slow when lights are low. Yeah, you got soul, and everybody knows that it's all right. Whoa, it's all right. We move it slow. Hey, can't pat your feet. You got soul, and everybody knows, and it's all right. Oh, it's all right. When you wake up early in the morning, feeling sad like some of us do, hum a little soul, make life your goal, and surely something's gotta come to you, saying it's all right. It's all right. Sing it's all right, yeah. It's all right. Hey, it's all right to have a good time. Oh, it's all right. Whoa, it's all right. Come on and play, y'all. Woo. I hear you, Delta. I hear you, We're going to have a good time this morning, ain't we? Yeah. We got here this morning, even though it's been raining. Yeah. We got there online, whatever we may be going through, huh? Saying it's all right, it's all right. Let everybody clap your hands. Give yourself a chance. It's all right. Said you got soul, and everybody knows, 'cause it's all right. Oh, it's all right. When When you wake up early in the morning, feeling sad like some of us do, humble little soul, make life your goal, and surely something's got to come to you, saying it's all right. It's all right. Said it's all right, yeah. Hey, it's all right to have a good time. It's all right, oh, it's all right. I'm saying it's all right. It's all right. Saying it's all right. It's all right. Hey, it's all right to have a good time, and it's all right. Oh, it's all right. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's all right, y'all. All right, now we're just gonna have to take y'all just one more time. Y'all ready? One more time, come on, y'all. Come on, Queen Diva on the bass. Hey, Nalani. The teacher, legendary Reggie Roden, honey. Hey. Everybody clap your hands right here. Or if you want to snap like this, hey, come on. Feeling, happy feeling in the music that we're giving. Feel the power of the hour, every moment that you're living. Hey, 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 hey. Little babies tell the story, Mother Nature and her glory. Share the feeling with your brother. Don't stop caring one another. There's a reason that we're pleasing what you're yearning, life's a burning. Happy feeling, happy feeling, happy feeling, happy feeling, happy feeling, happy feeling. Feel the way you wanna be. Feel good inside. Yeah, the way you wanna feel so good inside. Y'all ready for some happy feelings? Hey. On the bass, Nalani on the bass. Go ahead, Nalani. Come on, baby. What you got, Nalani? Come on now. Hey. Give it up for the Queen Diva on the bass, Melania. Happy feeling, happy feeling, happy feeling, happy feeling. Happy feeling. Yeah. Happy feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling.
Feeling. Happy feeling. Everybody sing with us. Feeling. Happy feeling. Happy feeling. Y'all sound so good again. Feeling. Happy feeling. That's what we want. That's what we want in life. Feeling. Feeling. Yeah. We want happy. Yeah.
Happy feeling.
Happy
feeling.
Happy feeling. Happy feeling. Happy feeling. Happy feeling. Happy feeling. Yeah.
Voices of Infinity. Lady Kanitha Carr on the super high note. Reggie Lakeisha Willie on the guitar. Sister Nalani on the bass. Ain't no voices. Ain't no voices like infinity voices, because infinity voices don't stop. Party is on today. We are in the space today. How's everybody feeling? Good, good. It's time to take this energy that we have drummed up in this space here and abroad, for it's time for giving. Let's give it up. All right. Giving is a sacred part of any ritual that builds our community and also expands our institutions. We're growing and expanding Infinity in powerful ways, and we are excited to have this opportunity to pour back into the space that provides for us our spiritual food. We don't just provide our spiritual food. Spirituality is action as well. So whether we're building housing, whether we're volunteering and feeding the homeless, whether we're packing at the food bank, all of these programs are made possible because we pour back in. So it's a great opportunity. And I love that we are an independent interspiritual organization. So what that means is we're not a part of any denomination. So there's nobody providing food, shelter, and clothing for the Infinity Fellowship, except for Infinity. So it's awesome because we are here because everybody has embraced that giving spirit. So let us embrace that giving spirit in this moment today and prepare for our giving. You can give via Cash App. You can give via PayPal. You can give via snail mail. You can give in our action basket down front. But as we prepare, we want to give from a space of good. Let me tell you a secret that's going to help you for life, especially for our young people. Money is simply a tool. It is how we communicate what is important to us. If you want to see what's important to people, check the bank statements. And if you see 400 pairs of shoes, then shoes are important to people. If you see certain kind of cars, cars are important to people. If you see on your year-end statements that you poured back into spiritual community, that means the spiritual community is important. So that's a beautiful thing. So let us prepare our minds to give from this space of good. Exciting things happen, especially for our young people. We are rebooting a bunch of things downstairs. It's becoming the ultra super fun zone. Lady Kanitha has told us, Rev, we got to raise that money so we can put an air hockey table downstairs. Grown-ups, y'all can do it too. Y'all can play with the, I know, right? Some of the grown-ups had a look on their face. They said, wait a minute, how come the kids getting, it's gonna be for everybody. I know, Terrell's like, hey, there will be lots of challenges coming as we come forward. We're going to start a drive to get a playground out on the side of the building there, as well as some new landscaping for the facility, painting and tightening up some things, and this is the time. So as we are planting our seeds, our theme this month is it's planting season. So it's time for us to continue to plant those seeds. So take a deep breath, exhale and let it out, rise to your feet. And at home and here in the space, let us prepare to give. I pre-prepped my phone, so all I had to do was hit go. I was over there making sure I had my program in order so that I can give in this high vibration. All right, let us speak together our giving affirmation and speak it joyfully with intention. O limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference, and so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken. And so it is. Everybody, everything is good.
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 I got it.
I got it.
Turn to somebody and say, you got it.
You got it.
We got it good.
We got it good.
All right, let us sing as we do our offering today and celebrate that in the spirit. At home, you can give by the slide that is on the screen. Take a picture, hold your phone up, and sing along with us as we make this happen today. Ashe. Let's hear it.
Ooh, everything is good. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, yeah, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything. Yes, it is. I said everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything. Come on. I said everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, sing it with me now. Everything is good. Yes, it is. I said, tell yourself everything. I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. Got it. Hey. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it. Hey, I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. You got it good. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo.
Singing at both times. So as we are in the space today, we want to. Hello, testing. One. Podium. 1, 2, testing. Okay, now we're live. All right, we may be seated in the space today. Good. I want to welcome everybody again into the space of infinity. It is time for us to welcome our visitors, and it's time to say hello to everybody who has showed up today to make the quantum leap from harsh religious doctrine into profound spirituality. We invite you at home and in the space to take a picture or to hold your phone up to get the QR code so that we can send you a welcome note. We also have some check boxes on there if you'd like to know more about Infinity. If you'd like to join Infinity, it's also on there as well. But also, we just want to send you a card and say, welcome to the Infinity Fellowship. So we invite you into the space to do that as we are preparing for another round of new members orientation as well. It is an awesome moment to be a part and to be seen. After our welcome, our children will dismiss to downstairs as we invite all adults to grab a cup of coffee or tea out in the lobby before we return for announcements and for the rest of the service. It is also a good time for us to make sure that if you have a standing ovation, that you fill out a standing ovation card after our visitors welcome so that we can celebrate something great that has happened for you. A standing ovation is when you have applied these principles to your life that we teach in Infinity and you've seen some fruit from it. We get the opportunity to join in a high vibration because when you can celebrate for other people, guess what? You tune your frequency to the frequency of celebration so that other people will begin celebrating for you and all the great things that you have. This may be your first physical time at Infinity, but we like to let you know in this moment that we know the real you. If we have any very first timers, would you stand at this time in the space? Okay, we've got some returning timers, and there goes Terrell. He's first time by yourself, brother. We're gonna make sure that you're not alone today. Tashana and the girls are there, and we're with you, and we're all in this space. At Infinity, we don't see you as a human being who showed up today to have a spiritual experience. It's the other way around. You are a spirit navigating the human experience. So wherever you are, if you stand up, turn and face somebody, hold your hands up as we begin to speak our affirmation. If you are at home, then go ahead and just look at the screen, gather your people together. If you're watching with your family and friends, and tell them you got something to share with them and you want to tell them what's going on. So here's something for you to tell them. Take a deep breath. Exhale, let it all out. Look into somebody's eyes and don't be afraid because they're not going to fight you at Infinity. We don't go for that fighting. We only go for loving. So we're going to say this to somebody with all the sincerity that they deserve. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You are a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me. Where I can let you know that you are not alone. I'm with you and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining. I feel you shining. I know you're shining. So welcome to Infinity. Welcome home. Asheo. Get your groove on, pass some high fives around. Adults, we're going to take a break, go to the coffee lobby. If you're at home, we got a special message coming up for you as well. Grab some coffee and some tea as the young people go downstairs. Grab some water, and we prepare for our announcements coming up with Brother Tony I. Hey, everybody, this is Rev Jeff, and I wanted to stop and let you know that while we are in the space today, we are definitely taking our coffee break. But I thought I'd stop during coffee break before we get ready for our powerful message and say thank you for joining us today live at the Infinity Fellowship. We are absolutely live. Today is the 12th day of March, 2023. And while Tony is going to be putting up some gratitude moments on the screen, I stepped into my office here at Infinity Center just to say a few brief words to our Infinite Life streamers. So it's good to see you. Iris, it's good to see you, Cousin John. We're going to shout you out as we continue the service today. But we got a couple of things that I wanted to personally deliver to you on this beautiful day here in Nashville, Tennessee. Number one, Infinite Life streamers, we love you. We are grateful for you. We're grateful for the way that you have poured into this community. We are existing now. I'm speaking to you through technology that is existing because of what you have contributed. Financially, spiritually, emotionally, we are keeping up with you. We love you. If you're new again, scan that QR code for our visitors welcome. It'll appear again during service and be a part of this community. Number two, if you live in Nashville, and you love this energy that you're seeing today, and you're loving this interaction, there's nothing like Infinity in person. So this is my personal invite to you. Stop in and see me. I see a lot of you out there in the community, and you say, hey, I watch you on Sundays, or I watch you on Monday nights, or I go to service one place and I watch you in the afternoon. Make a day, carve out a day, come and visit us. Next Sunday is a particularly great day because we'll be doing If Speaks. So you have a chance to ask your questions. And what other place spiritually can you do that on Sunday? You can raise your hand and get a part of this spiritual interaction. Did you know that if you are in Nashville or even in Broad, you can still join Infinity Fellowship? We'll put the QR code up. Go ahead and click on it, and we're going to love to have you. This month's theme is planting season. And so we have an awesome word for you today that will bless you. And we ask you to pay attention to the announcements that are coming up, and it's good time to see you again. Okay, the break is over because I hear people getting quiet. That means it's time for announcements. I'm going to grab my coffee, hit a refill, prepare for this amazing download. I love you guys. That's a fact. You cannot change. Peace, blessing, and power.
Tune your vibration to a high elevation. It's time for the good news. Our standing ovation. Tune your vibration.
Before I even got to the management yesterday, took it all the way over. Like, okay. I needed it. I needed to do it. I needed that for my own confidence. So yeah, I'm feeling overjoyed.
All right, join me in announcements as everybody's got your coffee. We got announcements coming up. Y'all give a round of snaps and applause for Brother Tony I in the place today. Awesome. I just had a great conversation with our infinite streamers. So for those of you at home, we're going to put up some of your greetings and hellos on the screen as we are doing our announcements. All right, Brother Tony, it's on you.
Good morning, Infinity. I have to say, for some reason, I have 80s music still playing in my head from yesterday. I still got "We're Not Gonna Take It." Like that's literally, I have Vlad Guns N' Roses playing in my head. I still feel that axe in my hand. But that's another story. I'll tell you about it later. But other than that, again, good morning, Infinity. And on that note, where's the little thingy that I need to give the announcements? That's all good. It's all good. Anyways, other than that, yep, I know. I mean, this, I know I'm supposed to be like Big Ben. You know what I'm saying? I know you're not supposed to know what's going on behind the clock. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, you're seeing the mechanics working right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? As they say, even the clock is right 2 times a day. Yeah. Always new stuff. Yep. And still getting used to new stuff too. All right. You got that new. Let's turn this upside. Let's turn it back up to right side up. You on the go. Come on now. There we go. All right. Here we go now. So, in preparation for Standing Ovations, if you are an infinite streamer and you have a manifested achievement that you want to report as a standing ovation today, go ahead and type it into the chat box for us at this time. Not now, but thank you. Standing ovation is an accomplishment that you have made that we can shout you out for, and let us know what good thing you've birthed into the world by typing it in early. With that said, welcome to March, the third month of 2020. Trace, the year of transcendence. Get the dirt. Get that dirt off your shoulders. Gotta get that dirt off your shoulders. You gotta get that dirt off your shoulders. You gotta get that dirt off your shoulders. Woo! So, the definition of transcendence is to exist or to go beyond the range of, to surpass, exist, or experience beyond the normal or physical level. What a powerful concept for spiritual practice, because this is the year we rise together to the next level in everything we think and say, and most importantly, now we invite you to empower yourself continually by speaking aloud our daily mantra for the year. Even from the ashes, I rise. All together. The Rev Chat is live and going strong every Wednesday. Join us on the Band app for a catch-up and Q&A with Rev Jeff. It's meditation, affirmative prayer, affirming conversations, and more. Join us on the Band app to gain access to this exclusive conversation. We are pleased to report that our band continues to grow weekly, and we thank those of you who have embraced this portal of communication for all things infinity. Remember to turn your notifications on so that you can receive notice of when the call begins, so that you can click the join button, and we'll go from there. Now, here's a word to all the brothers. Yay, 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 yay. We want to shout out the men of infinity, because yay, yay. For the record, I never seen this guy before. Who's he? Like I never seen him before. Is that he must have? That must have. I think that was a camera bomb. I don't know that person. It's crazy. Other than that, so yeah. Oh, yeah. I had to, you know what I'm saying? Had to do it. I had to get in touch with my indigenous look, you know what I'm saying? Now tell me what you gotta do. And I'm gonna miss everybody. Yeah. Other than that, I digress. I had to say, one thing I'll say yesterday, man, we must have been in touch with our indigenous and Vikings like background or something, because everybody was killing it when it came to just getting bullseye. Brother Jeff was getting it. Terrell, this man over here was killing it. Tribe was getting it. Brother Terrence over there was getting it. And Brother Craig was like the MVP. He was like the MJ. He was like Steph Curry, just like and just bam, just bullseye, just like that, like nothing. Like, I'm like, I gotta catch up to y'all, man. Like, you must have been doing this for a while or something, man. Like, sheesh. But that's what it is. I know, probably practicing right now. Sheesh. Gotta keep that arm strong, you know what I'm saying? But yes, but I digress. So, we want to shout out the men of infinity who have gathered together on yesterday for both Top Golf and Axe Ventures for an afternoon of fun, fellowship, and axe throwing. I'm gonna keep doing that from here on out. So yes, the brothers spent some hours literally burying hatchets. Even through there was nothing but love being spread all around. It has been said that it is always pleasant when brethren dwell together in unity, and yesterday was proof of this. We're looking forward to our next adventure as the brotherhood evolves and grows. Yeah. Got my crown too also. Yep. And also a very special thanks to Brother Michael Major for sparking the gathering, and to the men for everyone returning with their limbs intact. Thank God. And yep. And one thing I will say too, even though us men, even though everybody here, we're all big on safety, especially the men, I ain't gonna lie, the Maxes have brains of their own. You know what I'm saying? You throw them, even if they don't hit the wood, they gonna bounce somewhere. Like literally, they will bounce literally from like you try to hit that, it'll bounce all the way right over here. Like, gotta watch your feet. Hey, it is what it is, though. But next week is If Teachers Sunday. Every third Sunday since 2014, we provide ancient wisdom for modern living, from spiritual guidance to contemporary social topics, all in a celebratory service that features your questions on the morning message. Next week, Rev Jeff will be giving an ancient wisdom lesson called The Salvation Pyramid, keys to balancing your spiritual practice and transforming your existence. Bring your journals or notebooks because you do not want to miss this wisdom next week. Now, let's bring back up Rev Jeff and Lady Kenitha because it's time for, drum roll please, Standing Ovations. Thank you.
Tune your vibration to a high elevation. It's time for the good news. Our standing ovation.
Yes.
Come on in the room.
All right. Our high energy at IF comes from our practice of snap. That's why we snap our fingers during this part of the service. We receive practical lessons and tools for our individual journeys at spirituality. We fellowship with like-minded spirits every week. That's nurturing. And we take what we learn and apply it in our lives. That's action. And so if we do these, then we should see examples of progress in our lives. And y'all, that is the proof. So let us pause to enjoy a collective moment of manifestation and expansion. So this is what will happen when your name is called. Please stand to your feet. You can do this at home as well when your name is called. As I read aloud each manifestation, when I finish each person's ovation, we will snap our fingers to celebrate and affirm. And then at the end, we're going to provide a collective standing ovation. Okay?
All right.
Yay! We got a lot
We got a
of them.
stack of standing ovations. Man, I love it.
I love
Everybody
it.
is jamming in this place.
Okay, so Zora Brown, she's downstairs. Her standing ovation says, I got all A's for the third 9 weeks. Go, Zora!
Come on, geniuses. Come on, geniuses.
Yes. Okay, Micah Brown, who is downstairs as well, he said his accomplishment is I got principals list on my report card. Go Brown family.
Browns?
Come on, Browns.
Send the water.
The
What y'all
babies
doing
are
over
doing
there?
their
Come on,
thing.
superstars.
Come on in. Meet the Browns.
Meet the Browns.
Meet the Browns.
If you have any
Yes.
academic problems, meet the Browns. Obviously, there are no issues.
Hello. Okay, this is from Sister Michelle.
Stay on up.
Okay, Sister Michelle says, after a year of taking time for myself and much self-reflection, I applied for a position in a field I once enjoyed and got the position. I start tomorrow.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Not being afraid to move. Come on now. That's it. Snap, 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 Michelle. Come on.
Yes. Okay, Sister Star.
Stand on up, star.
No matter who you are. Okay, Star says, I turned 37 last Thursday, March 9th, which is a day I share with my mama, Barbara Davis. I went to see her and my brother at the cemetery where I reflected on all the great things that I have accomplished since their departure. I felt and know that they are proud of me. I promised, or yes, did I say, I promised them that I will keep going for myself, my girls, and for them.
Come on, Star. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Yeah, Star.
You know they're proud. You
they're
already
proud.
know.
Star is aptly
Ashe,
named, man.
Barbara.
Perfectly
Miss
named.
Barbara. All right, Brother Troy.
Come on, Trey.
Somebody, come on down. All right.
What Trey done this time?
Okay, Trey says, I have invested in an alto saxophone. I am excited to bring out the creativity and allowing my soul to learn its own rhythm.
Come on, alto.
Yes,
I'm an alto sax man. So is Kai. Kai took it on. Something about the alto sax is
just
right
thought it
here.
was a
Come on.
saxophone. Didn't know there was a difference.
Come
Yes.
on, Trey. About 6 months, Trey gonna be over in the corner. He gonna be at everybody's weddings, man. Come on. I'm gonna be playing that so amazing on y'all.
Go
Y'all
ahead,
ain't gonna be
Trey.
ready for that. Y'all gonna be like, man,
Yes.
who that brother standing on the steps in Infinity playing so amazing? I love it. Every Sunday I come in here. I love it.
Where we walking in.
We gonna walk in. Come on. You know
Okay,
we gonna
thank
use
you,
that
Trey.
talent, brother. We gonna do it. We gonna get Thea to
Okay.
choreograph a dance and everything.
Yes!
Watch. It's
Yes.
gonna be fire. We're gonna have it.
Acting up. Infinity Productions.
Right.
All right, brother Terrell.
Terrell, Lindsay.
Okay. He said, I drove for the first time by myself to fellowship with some amazing brothers. I almost talked myself out of it, but I am eternally grateful I overcame the fears.
Come on, man. Hey, we had to show up yesterday, man. Terrell drove 5 hours to fellowship with the brothers. I was like, y'all got to do that. It was that moment. Let's see. Who do we have do we have anybody in the chat that we need to celebrate and bring up, Tony? And if we have some gratitude moments later while we're doing our song, you can always put those up on the screen, Tony, okay?
Yeah.
All right, good. So let's see if we have anybody that needs to have a standing ovation immediately.
What can I say? I'm
Go ahead.
grateful that the children are on spring break, and it starts this week.
Standing ovation.
Woo!
MMPS for the sleep that we're going to get this week. Come on.
Woo! Yes. Ooh, that's a blessing.
Mhm.
Okay. Any standing? I don't think so.
Okay.
Let me see.
Great.
We're
Well,
good.
awesome. We
Okay.
got greetings. So, Tony, when we do the next song, we can just go ahead and just put up some as you feel so we can recognize the folks who are at home. And Reggie Cousin John in Ohio says hello.
Oh.
He's enjoying the music today, so we welcome him into the space. All right, Mama. What we do?
Okay, so if you shared, have several seats. If you're online, I want everyone from wherever you are to stand to your feet so we can do a collective standing ovation. Okay, here we go. Yes. Those are announcements and ovations for today. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Ashe.
Ashe. Oh, man, as the voices come and prepare us for our word today, our message today. If Terrell said it out loud, and I'll say it again, I'll quote him. It never gets old.
Yeah.
Never gets old to give a standing ovation to people.
No.
It always feels good to pour into somebody. So as we begin to pour in, we recognize that that's going to bring about a pouring back into us. So let us continue to give. Let's make way for the voices of infinity. Sister Kanika Carr, Brother Reggie Wooten, Sister Nalani, as they take us in and prepare us for today's message. Ashe.
Ashe. Again, this song, when I wrote it, it was, again, a time where I just needed to have that reminder to not to stress, not to worry, just let everything work out the way they're supposed to. So all the way. all the way, all the way. I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna stress. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way. You see, I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna stress. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way. You know that life can be hard and sometimes there is pain. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way. But when I focus on you, my loss turns to gain. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way. You see, I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna stress. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way. You see, I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna stress. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way. Sometimes I'm feeling alone and empty within. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way. Inside the heart of your love, I am healed once again. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way. You see, I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna stress. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way. You see, I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna stress. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way. Y'all play. Sometimes I'm feeling alone and empty within. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way. Inside the heart of your love, I am healed once again. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way. You see, I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna stress. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way. You see, I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna stress. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way, all 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 the way, yeah. Not sometimes, but all the way. I'm gonna learn to trust you the way, all the way. again. Everybody sing. All the way. Yeah, yeah. All the way. I'm not gonna worry. All the way. All the way. Last time. All the way. All the way. I'm gonna learn to trust you all of the way.
Yes, yes, yes. Come on, voices of infinity. Oh, we have an opportunity today to not just trust some of the way, not just the such part of the way, but every single part of the way. All means all. All means ain't nothing left. You ever go in the kitchen and somebody drank up all the orange juice? That means there ain't no drop. That means everything. So as we are in this space where we are in planting season, we've got to learn to be able to trust spirit, to trust source, not some, not part, but all the way. That is what we plant in today. Good morning, infinity. Thank you, voices. Give them a round of applause as they are in this space today. Oh, man. I'm so excited today because we began today with springing forward. And some people thought we may have lost an hour. It is only perception because, as we know, time and space is only as real as we assign meaning to. We're still trying to figure out the physics of time and space. Some people said, let's do away with daylight savings altogether. But we like to have those long days of daylight in the summer. We like to be able to go out to the cookout and to the park and be there till 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Well, this begins now. We begin the journey toward the long summers. We begin the journey toward the harvest season. But right now, it is the planting season. Right now is the time for us to carefully plant things and for us to carefully meditate around things. I want to talk today briefly around the subject, the fortunes we make and tell. The fortunes we make and tell. You know, I am so grateful in moments that I talk about all the time when my past self makes some really good decisions. Sometimes my past self can make some crazy decisions. But every now and then when I'm in alignment, my past self can make some amazing decisions. I neglected the backyard, and the brothers who were with axe throwing yesterday, I told this story of how I neglected the backyard last year and it got overgrown. So I looked and I said, I got an opportunity because it's planting season to also do some pruning. And I got together and I said, one day I can do this. I pulled out the chainsaw. And I had the gas, the 50-to-1 mix for the chainsaw ready to go. And as I pulled it out and sat it there on the ground, I said, oh my gosh, for a chainsaw, I got to remember that I'm going to tear this thing up, Brother Mike, if I don't have any bar and chain oil. Because you got to, on a regular basis, keep that thing moving with bar and chain oil. And I didn't have any. I didn't feel like driving across town to get some. I had some in the shed out there. And I said to myself, man, I don't have any bar and chain oil. So like a regular human being who is really a spirit navigating the human experience, but sometimes when you're a human being, you start saying things like a little voice in your mind starts saying, well, it wasn't meant to be. You ain't got your bar and chain oil. You might as well catch up on some shows and, you know, you might as well go on downstairs and, you know, fix you something nice to eat, or you can take a nap today and don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. Now, my logical self is telling me that the rain is coming. And now all of these barren bushes are starting to get those little tiny green buds on them, which means that once it rains 2 or 3 days, it's going to be completely out of control. But that little voice in me was saying, well, you don't have to worry about that. Maybe you could pay somebody all that money they said they would take from you to go back there and clear it. All of those little things. And I said, you know, something else said, you know what? Before you decide to call it a day, I want you to look around, look in the laundry room, look in the storage shed. And it's like, okay, I did. And of course, as that intuitive voice always leads you to go down the path. And when you listen to it, you discover something. And I went to those two places, and you know what, Terrell? I didn't find any bar and chain oil. So the part of me that was saying, you know what, go to sleep, take a nap, was getting louder and louder. And right before I got ready to take a nap, I said, well, I can take a nap as long as I tell myself that I'm going to go to the gym afterwards. So I said, well, let me make sure I got my gym bag somewhere. So I went to the trunk of my car to get my gym bag. I opened up the trunk and I was looking through stuff, and I said, wait a minute. This picture looks familiar. I moved the gym bag out of the way. I moved the spare out of the way. And down there in the left corner was a can of bar and chain oil. I immediately accepted the assignment. I said, oh, universe, thank you for looking out for a brother. I didn't want to drive all over town. I recognized that I had a day and a half of work, days of work ahead of me. But I said, I got the bar and chain oil. And immediately I said, thank you, past self, for looking out for me. Because my past self was thinking that just in case my future self may want to do something, I'm going to leave something here in a place that they will find, even if they forget about it, so they can have what they need to be successful. Oh, that's a message right there. What is your past self doing? What is your past self doing? We're going to download in real time today. I'm going to give you 3 things that deal with your past, present, and future self. The first point I'm going to give you to take a note on. If you have ever asked yourself, what was I thinking when you did something? Then you know what it feels like to be let down by your past deliberate actions. How many people, raise your hand, if you ever said to yourself, you look at a situation and say, oh man, what was I thinking about? Well, the answer to that, puts your hands go down, is you weren't thinking. Because most of the time when we do something that we later regret, we had that intuitive nudge going when we first did it. And we say, you know what? If I've been down this road a little bit before, I know not to return that text. I'm going to talk real talk today. I know not to pick up that phone. I know not to make that trip across town. I know it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I know I shouldn't be, but you did it anyway. I'm telling on myself, Terrell. I'm telling on myself. You did it anyway. And right in the moment, you may have seemed to have done the right thing, but then a little time passes and there goes that voice. What was I thinking? And the answer is you weren't. In a Western societal tradition, people are attracted to growing in that space. They aren't growing spiritually, but they're growing in religiosity because there is something else to blame for the actions that your past self took. It is the answer that we hear from grown folks that we do not tolerate when our children give it to us. The devil made me do it. Your child says that, no, the devil didn't make you throw flour all over my kitchen. The devil didn't make you sleep when you're supposed to be doing your chores. The devil did not make you say what back to me when I called your name. The devil did not do that. That was a choice that you made. So we made a choice, and then we hurt because we do not forgive ourselves for making that choice. Everybody place your hands over your hearts right now because we're working in real time. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, even at home. Repeat after me if you feel it in your spirit. I forgive myself for not knowing any better. I was acting on the information I had at the time. I forgive myself for knowing better and acting a fool anyway. I can't get that time back. All I have is now. Inhale, exhale, let it go. That's all you've got. All you've got is now. What were you thinking? You know what it feels. If you've had that feeling, then you have a chance to make an adjustment. And the adjustment is point number 2 that I'm going to leave with you. And that a fortune made is better than a fortune told. How many people, don't lie to me, have ever had their fortune told? Raise your hand. Everybody, well, let me make it more plain. How many people ever had somebody speak a prophecy over you? How many people have had the tarot card read? Come on. How many people had divination, D-Lagoon, or some cowrie shells, or some tea leaves, or a soothsayer, somebody who has told a fortune for them? There are many people who are seeking to have their fortune told. We like to cheat the process. It's tough to have the revelation moment to moment. We want to see what's coming. We want to know what's in the box before we unpack it. We want to sneak a peek at what their gift is. We don't want any surprises. We want to figure out what they're planning. We want to know it's something about us. And so we go and we get our fortunes told. But when we're getting our fortune told, it is trumped by a fortune that is made. What does that mean? Have you ever had the feeling in your life that you just couldn't get anything right? Sometimes you had a bad stretch where it was something that was very lemony snickets. It was a series of unfortunate events. And you start saying, you know, what did I do? I just can't do anything right. So what you do in those moments is you often seek to go get your fortune told, because you want something external to explain everything that's going on. That's why people like to blame the devil. They like to blame a force that is against them. It is a principle of eschatology, the doctrine of the end times that found its way into religion and Western thought through the period of Zoroastrianism. There's this conversation around good and evil and a battle that will win. But it becomes easy for us to listen to the voice that says something external is controlling my life. But the reality, the divination is, I don't care what the divination is. It can be shells, it can be coins, it can be chains, it can be cards, whatever it is a trick. It is a trick. And when I say a trick, I'm going to teach the trick, what the trick really means. It's not a trick because it's hocus pocus. It's not a trick because it's a carnival game. It's a trick because the true divination exists inside of you. Repeat after me. It's all in me. It's all in me. That's the truth. The rest is the trick. And it's okay to have a trick every now and then. When your baby has to take medicine, sometimes a baby doesn't like to take some medicine. So you trick the baby into taking the medicine by grinding it up and putting it in some juice. You know that the baby needs those herbs, but they might be a little bitter. So you disguise them in a smoothie. It's still good for them. According to Baba Matahochi, who was one of my teachers, he said, when we go to divination, we have to be careful. The divination just exists to confirm that which you already know that's inside of you. And the more you tap into that which is inside you, the less you need the external spaces. The divination is to trick you into thinking that some other force is operating within you because you haven't reached a space of belief where you trust the intuition that's inside you. So you are tricked into actually looking into a mirror. But when you're not careful, you begin to think that the divination, that the external forces are how you plan your life. Then you get into divination addiction. And I have seen this in many circles where people cannot walk out of their house without throwing some coins, where people cannot enter into a relationship or explore a relationship without having some kind of reading, that they can't go to the grocery store because they are in the paralysis of analysis of divination. When you're in that space, you keep expecting something outside of you to change your life. And that's the trick. That the more you begin to listen to the inner voice, the more you begin to practice and plan in you, the less you will need the external forces to guide you. Oh, it's a scary space because that's what they call grown-up spirituality. Can I be quiet long enough to listen to the good voices? Can I choose to trust that my past self made some good decisions too? Can I choose to plant in this moment so that we want to embrace listening to inner spirit as a constant manifestation? Last point I'm leaving with, and then I'm leaving y'all alone to think about this all this week. Your present self has the power to plant a today seed that will produce a tomorrow harvest. Plant with intention. So just like my past self, who was at that point my present self, said one day in the future, my future self might need this. Let me drop a little something for them. In this moment today, I want you to begin to plant the seeds that you think your future self is going to need. And your future self, when you imagine your future self right now, everybody imagine, close your eyes and use your imagination. I want you to imagine your future self in the space that you want to be in. And I want you to imagine that you are saying, I am so glad my past self filled in the blank. What is the future you going to say about the present you right now? I'm so glad my past self bought that book when they did. I'm so glad when I'm sitting in the school line and I may not be able to get a meal that my past self packed that snack in the glove compartment. I'm so glad that my past self got up off the couch and worked out because it put new strength in my body in the right now. I'm so glad my past self changed my diet. I'm so glad my past self paid attention when wisdom came. Open your eyes. Today is the day that you plant for the future. Plant the good thoughts. Plant the good actions. Plant the manifestations that you want to see. And then when you do that, sometime in the future, either immediately, sometimes it happens right after you plant the seed, or sometimes it's days or years down the line, your present self will say, good fortune is here right now. It's planting season, and it's time for us to prepare for all the great things that await us. We are in alignment spiritually, mentally, emotionally. This is a wonderful day to nurture yourself in the right now, forgive that past that you can't get back, and plant the seed that is going to bring you the future that you so desire. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Let's give the universe a round of applause for this planting season. We're going to ask you to rise to your feet, place your hands over your heart as we seal this energy today in affirmative prayer and consciousness before we close infinity. As all eyes are closed and all heads are bowed, our hearts are now open. We give thanks, divine source, divine spirit, mother, father, God, for this planting season today. We give thanks for the opportunity to make the fortune we desire. We give thanks for the ability to speak things into manifestation, and we give thanks for this community. Thank you for those who continue to pour into this space and to each other. Thank you for the structure that exists to pour into our young people. Thank you for the women of this community who continue to shine in their goddess energy and their callings, who continue to manifest great things, who continue to share this love with this community as a backbone. Thank you for the brothers here who are standing strong and tall in who they are, providing instruction, providing guidance to the young people so that they can see models for success. Thank you for our children, for the scholars, for the geniuses, for the young people who are growing in stature, that they may be selected for greatness by listening to their divine purpose and calling. Thank you for those who are gathered in this moment as we recognize and realize that you have given us every single thing we need, that we are not in this life to wait until this life is over to achieve heaven, but we are embracing the heaven of the right now, the bliss of gratitude, of knowing that every single lesson that we've learned in the past is pouring into how we are planting right now. And so we plant the good. We plant from a space of wisdom. We plant from a space of prosperity. We plant from a place of love. We will see the harvest grow before our eyes. We speak protection. We speak love. We hit the reset button. We forgive everything that we can't get back. And we focus our eyes toward the beautiful future. For these and other blessings we cannot put into words, we simply say thank you. Breathe in and breathe out. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. All right, let's rub those palms together. We're going to send some energy around the room through the internet. We're going to send a glowing ball of yellow light. That's solar energy that is needed. Everything that we have, we're coming from a space of overflow. Everything that is burned in our lives, we are emerging from the ashes, and we are sharing that love with everybody on 1, 2, 3. Yes, shockwave of love. Everybody take a stand, join the caravan of love. Oh, and so it is. All right. Whew. As we prepare to close service today, we want to invite you to hang around, grab some popcorn, collect your kids, bring them back to the family as they close downstairs. And as we are in this space today, we are grateful for the voices for showing up today, being here, singing us through. For the tech crew, Brother Tony, Brother Daniel back there managing things, for all our Infinite Life streamers, for everybody that's on the road, speaking love and power over Brother Terrell as he travels back down to Georgia. Send all the energy with him in the space. And as we start new jobs, as we go in new careers and new spaces, we speak that all the good is with you the entire week. Plant those seeds. Plant those seeds. Plant those seeds and make that fortune. Let us sing together. Come on, Mama.
If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we
remember yesterday.
Remember yesterday.
And yet today's the day.
Today's the day.
God's reminding me.
God's reminding me
To look at you and see.
To look at you and see.
Family.
Family.
Oh, yeah. Come on, y'all. Let's sing.
If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family.
God's reminding me.
God's reminding me to look at you and see family.
God's reminding me.
God's reminding me to look at you and see family.
We speak that the love of God, the wisdom of the ancestors, the infinite and abundant power of the universe rest, rule, rock, and abide with us, henceforth, now, and forevermore. Let us sing together.
Amen, amen. Hotep shalom, namaste.
See y'all next week for If Speaks. We love you. That's a fact you cannot change. Love on somebody. What we got to play us out, mama?
Wow, to love was all we could do.
Hey, come on.
We were young and we knew when our eyes were alive. Deep inside we knew our love was true. For a while we paid no mind to the past. We knew love would last every night, would be right, would invite us to begin the dance. Something happened along the way.
I hear you.
Used to be happy was sad. Something happened along the way.
Oh, yesterday was all we had.
And oh, after the love is gone, things will be right and wrong. And love was lost, we found. Oh, oh, oh. After the love is gone, how could you leave me on and not let me stay?
to love each other with all
There we go.
we would ever need was so strong for so long. Never knew it was wrong, was right, oh baby, wasn't right. We tried to find what we had, till sadness was all we shared. We were scared. This affair would lead our love into something happened along the way. Yesterday was all we had.
Hey, something happened along the way.
Oh, I used to be happy and sad.
Something happened along the way.
Oh, yesterday was all we had. And oh,
After the love is gone,
hey,
how could you leave me on and not let me stay around? Oh, oh, oh. After the love is gone, what used to be right is wrong, and love that's lost be found. Oh, 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 oh. After the love is gone, used to be right is wrong, can love that's lost be found. Oh, oh, oh. After the love is gone, we used to be right.